Okay, I'm going to. So, hi everybody. This is the ghost voice of Lena. Hopefully, you can hear me, and I'm talking to you from beyond the grave. Um, Not really. I'm just the tech ghost tonight. So, this is the first of our 4 Pride themed games with Helpful Goat Gaming. Helpful Goat Gaming is a small independent game design and game content creation community, and we wanted to do a Pride Month with all of our, not all of our, a lot of our amazing LGBTQIA community members. So these games are going to be hosted by and featuring many of our LGBTQIA community members, which is awesome. This first one is a Grant Howard one-page RPG called Beautiful Space Pirates, jammed by the wonderful Andrew. And before I pass it over to him, where he's just going to take over everything and I'll just sit here and be a ghost, I just have a couple of really quick announcements. So, first of all, exclamation mark commands. Exclamation mark donate will take you to a link to support the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is a national organization that's focused on suicide prevention among LGBTQIA youth, and as most of us probably know, teenagers who are LGBTQIA face really disproportionate rates of suicide, of homelessness, and just face many more challenges. So we wanted to highlight them this month for Pride Month. And also, if you don't want to donate to a national organization, find one at your local level. Your dollar goes a lot further at the local level, so donating to a local LGBTQIA organization is a great idea. Exclamation point merch will take you to our merch shop where you can buy a bunch of Helpful Goat merch, and then we also have special Pride-themed Helpful Goat merch this month. And all proceeds from the Pride-themed Helpful Goat merch will be donated to the Trevor Project as well at the end of the month. And then exclamation mark Discord will take you to our Discord where you can join us. That's how we set up these games. We all hang out in there and play a lot of games together like Fortnite and Jackbox, and then also organize tabletop games. And I think everybody's pretty amazing, so you should definitely join us. Other Pride programming this month coming up, we have next Wednesday, June 9th at 7 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, Be Gay, Do Crimes, which is a hack of honey heist by Grant Howard. And this hack was created by Evan Saft. And then Friday, June 18th, we have a game at 7 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, called I'm a Lover, Not a Fighter, also by Grant Howard. And then Saturday, June 26th at 2 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, we have Sexy Battle Wizards by Grant Howard. I'm really excited for these. I'm in those last two. Chris is GMing all 3. They're going to be great. And this one's going to be super great too. And then last but not least, we're doing a giveaway. We're doing giveaways for all of these games. So we'll be featuring some amazing LGBTQIA plus indie game designers during these games. And this first giveaway is a copy of Heartbeats in Perfect Sync by Nathan Blades, and then also a copy of Glitter Hearts by Greg Leatherman. I own Glitter Hearts and I haven't gotten to play it yet, but it looks like bonkers fun, and I don't own Heartbeats in Perfect Sync yet, but I want to because it also looks amazing. So to enter these giveaways, you have to be a follower and then use the command exclamation point giveaway. And the winner will be announced at the end of the stream, so please make sure you stick around to the end if you do enter. And that's it for announcements, because I want us to get to what we're all actually here for, the amazing content. So you're up, Andrew.
Well, as amazing as this content may be, we all greatly appreciate you doing that for us, Lena, and introducing us, and helping people know how they can get more of this wonderful Helpful Goat content that we are getting to now with me, Andrew, I am here to GM all of these things that have already been introduced. I won't bore you with that, but I will take time right now to read us all Chelsea's poem. Chelsea's here in the chat, and we love that we can see and hear you, but to put it more in your words. Happy Pride Month. Kicking off the HG Celebration first game tonight with wonderful stories, characters, and people. The biggest excite. Into gorgeous chaos, pillaging and plundering of hearts, and adventures you'll be hurled. With no doubt every moment will be out of this world. Yay for Andrew on his GOAT GM debut. Much love, beautiful space pirates. I can see and hear you. Thank you so much for that, Chelsea. As always, it is a delight. And now that I have introduced myself and read that poem, I think it is time for the rest of the introductions. I, again, am Andrew. Third time's a charm. I use he, him pronouns. And we will just move right along up to Joel.
Sure. Hi, I'm Joel. I go by him, his. Should I choose who's next?
Just popcorn it.
Sure. How about up?
That's me.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Chris, and my pronouns are she, her, hers. And I will go whatever way Laron is.
Perfect. Hi, my name is Laron, and I use he, him pronouns as well.
And I think I'm the last one left. I'm Monty, and I use they, them pronouns.
But that's enough about us, the people. Let's go ahead and hop into the game, and we will be introduced to all of the wonderful characters that we will be playing once we are there. So, you all know each other. You all have been working with each other for quite a while, actually. Ever since the infamous Ram Goatson began terrorizing the high seas, pillaging and plundering and really doing whatever he wanted. But unfortunately, and unfortunately for all of you, their time has come to an end, and you are all here together today to celebrate their life, and most importantly right now, to hear the reading of their will. You all are just kind of standing around next to each other, looking at the small gathering that is meeting today. You see one person who seems to have modified their body with some technology more than you would have expected. You see another person covered in tattoos, just absolutely glaring down anyone who dares to look at them. You see another couple who looks like they were taken out of some kind of domestic furniture ad on Earth. Really look out of place. And there's one other person on this group who you look at, and they are just entirely out of place in a polo and boat shoes. But besides those 5 people, who else is standing here? Let's go in the same order as before. So, Joel, if you would introduce your character.
Sure. I'll be playing Zartan Zelrin, a Zyconian. That's just something I made up. Which he looks like a reptilian alien, and his scales are sort of dark green. But when the light bounces off of them, you can see that they have sort of an iridescent rainbow sheen that bounces off the scales. Almost like his skin is covered in a thin layer of oil. He's wearing a piratey coat, relatively simple, black, but with a humorously large collar extending to about halfway up his head. He is a tall, buff, intimidating figure, but people who have encountered him know he has an unusual voice. And that's what you see.
All right, and standing next to him, we would love to hear what Chris's character looks like.
Ah, uh, I am playing the only pirate that's ever mattered in my life, Crotch the Sticky. As Cerulean, she is a lightish blue skin. She is the rough but fabulous first mate. She does have a mohawk of brown braided hair, and she just has a bit of a don't mess with me demeanor, but she does care for her crew. And then I will pass on to Laron.
I'm playing Keynote Speakeasy, the face of the crew, one could say. Um, Bald head, dark brown skin, piercing brown eyes, um, and dressed in currently a funeral coat, which is a high collared black coat with one sleeve, with one long sleeve and one no sleeve going down to his, extending down to his knee. And ironically, he has one of these coats in every color under the sun in his wardrobe. But this one is black for reasons. I'll pass it off.
Yes, who is standing next to you?
Me. I just want to let everyone know I only learnt about this like this morning, a couple of hours ago, so I don't have a really cool description like everybody else does. So I'm gonna be Falcon McRaven, which was a real name that came up in a real name generator. I just want everyone to know. I just loved it so much. They are androgynous, human, dark purple hair, dark purple coat that looks like velour, big combat boots, very harsh makeup, a lot like me now, but sexy somehow.
Exactly like you.
No, yeah, and they're just sort of they're relaxed and kind of lounging, but also like their eyes are very much alert.
Well, that alertness will likely do you well as the 9 of you all congregate. As a 10th person arrives, wearing traditional priest regalia, this is certainly the person you all remember having run the actual funeral earlier in the day, and apparently is here to read the will now. And they, go and stand in front of you all, take a look at everyone, double check some notes that they have, and open up what is a sealed envelope, and from the looks of it has been sealed a very long time. You're not actually sure when this was written, but it looks like your captain has had these plans possibly longer than you've known them. And the man in front of you begins. Once this has been read, please understand that I have no control over what it says, or anything that you might learn from it. Please don't kill me. I'll get started. And they pull out a stack of papers, it looks like, until they have actually pulled it out. And it is a single piece of paper with a bunch of tissue paper stuffed in the back that all falls to the floor. And the priest looks at it, incredibly confused, before holding up the paper and reading aloud. Welcome to those of you who I trust from my crew, and who I trusted once very much. To all of my current friends and my exes, I want you to have the information that the stories were true, and the first job that I ever pulled is still somewhere here. And you all kind of look at each other, wondering why the mythical first job that Ramgoats never pulled, that apparently they walked away with more money than they could possibly have ever spent, would be located in what's basically a space strip mall. Because that's where you all gathered, by the way. You can hear the pounding of the club music from the building to your left. Listening outside, you can hear the very slow, almost elevator music coming from the kitchenware store to your left. But the man continues on. I leave all of you an equal chance of finding this fortune. And they slowly look up at everyone standing before them. That's all it says. And one of the other people gathered with you speaks up. This is the one covered in tattoos who Zartan and Crotch recognize as Sin, is typically what she goes by. You've heard rumors that her real name is actually Evergood. But Sin speaks up. So, is that it? Do I just have to get rid of everyone here and I can have it? And once again, the priest in front of you. It says below that there are 2 keys somewhere here that will help you get access to it. But it doesn't say anything about where they are, and I don't have any of them. And you see the 2 very well put together people in the other group kind of turn off and start whispering to themselves. And you see the one who seems to have modified their body quite a bit just turn and walk away, clearly looking for something. And Sin looks over at you all and kind of sneers. I mean, you all knew him last. What are you thinking? Come on, it's me. You can share anything with me.
You mean considering that you just said, I just got to get rid of everybody else and then I get it?
What's a little ribbon between friends? And she takes out a pocket knife and starts twirling it.
Us, friends, definitely.
Anything? Y'all got anything for me?
Unfortunately, no. I don't believe so. And at the same time, I don't necessarily trust somebody who would decide to pull out a pocket knife on who she considers friends.
Oh, this thing, it just helps with my anxiety.
That's what fidget spinners are for.
Too boring. And Sin rolls her eyes and walks away from you all, leaving the group of you huddled together. The 2 domestic-looking people huddled a little ways away from you, and you have time to discuss amongst yourselves.
Okay,
He
so
did it. Can't believe he did it. Apparently found it. I only heard rumors.
yeah, but I'm fairly certain I've been on the ship probably, the longest of sorts. And this is all still kind of new to me. I don't understand. But I mean, wouldn't he have left one of us with one of the keys at least?
Well,
Sounds
you
like
knew
a lot of fun to me.
you knew him best. This is something that was would this scavenger hunt be something that he'd be known for?
He did like to torture people, but And this is, pretty torturous. I mean, have you seen Chad and Karen over there?
I had a feeling her name was Karen from the first time I saw her.
Yeah, pretty sure. I don't know.
If she notices, I just wave.
They have not noticed you yet.
Perfect. I do not wave.
But Falcon, you are the person who was here with Ram last.
Me. Yeah, I was like, yeah, cool. Sorry.
So, yeah, no, I mean, sometimes when you need things, you just, bring your thief along for no particular reason at all. No, of course not. And you know that he went to a couple stores, went to a couple places here in this space strip mall. And the places that he spent the most time were the Pan Store and the Bear Cage. Whether or not that means anything, you're not sure. But
Wait.
that is something you should know. Uh-huh.
Pan store, as in like you're cooking with stuff, or like Pan, playing his flute. Oh, what kind of pan are we talking here?
We'll see when we get there.
Well, you would know. It is the store right next to you, the kitchenware store.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So with this information, I guess I'm just gonna like casually stretch. Be like, well, might as well start somewhere. And I'm just gonna start like walk into the kitchen store.
I'm gonna follow Falcon.
Well, let's go.
I love you so much, Joe.
It's this giant, hulking, lizard-like figure, but the voice coming out does not match at all.
So great.
All
Love
I
it.
want to do
So
is
And
make
he
Joel
whispers after
play along.
Raven. Falcon McRaven.
Yes.
Falcon McRaven. Okay. Yeah.
Amazing.
Crotch, do you go with?
I would actually like to kind of take a walk around the room, see if I can overhear anybody talking about stuff.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna follow them, but I want to go the roundabout way.
Okay. So I feel like there's a potential for this to go wrong.
Always, crotch is involved.
Helpful quotes. Could I get a daring roll from you?
Daring. All right.
Me?
So you have to meet, or no, you have to beat the number that I have set for this to explain for our audience.
Okay.
And you have to get higher than your peril score, which is currently 0.
All right, let's hope. Okay, so everyone watching at home and live, we are using actual die this evening. And I haven't touched these beauties in a very long time, so they might be very angry with me. So let's just see what happens. I rolled a 4.
I need to check something then.
Oh,
Get peril. Because if you roll above your peril and it's 0, then you can't fail. So how do you get peril?
If you don't meet my number that I've set for success, then you
Oh,
get one
okay. So
peril.
there's a DC, so it's not just. Okay.
Yeah. And if you do get peril, the DC goes down, so it's easier next time.
That's good.
But if it meets, it beats. So your 4 is actually successful.
yeah.
Yes, no peril for you as you walk around the room,
Okay.
kind of taking everything in. It's very much, this is a strip mall in space, and also maybe not the most reputable people come here on a regular basis. Of note, however, is the guy that you saw grouped up with you before, who was wearing the boat shoes and the polo. You find him at the bar. It's just kind of attached to the side of the nightclub. you see someone walk through a door behind the bar, and you realize that it's actually connected to the bar inside the nightclub. Drinks all over the place. And you hear, or overhear, I should say, that this is Ham. Whether that's his given name or not, that is what you hear them referred to as.
So boat shoes yacht guy is Ham.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
You also get from the conversation that you hear at that point, he doesn't seem too interested in this whole thing. Sounds fun, but he doesn't seem like he's going to be making any moves on you all.
Okay.
You go around this room and you see out the back window that about a quarter of the entire mall is actually under construction and has been detached from the rest of it. So hopefully nothing's in there, because you're going to have a hard time getting over there. And as you're coming back around on the other side, which is where you will group up with your friends, you notice that couple who seem to be working together heading off behind them.
They
Seems
headed
they are
off.
also
They're headed to the kitchen store too.
exactly.
So basically, Crotch is going to end up sandwiching Chad and Karen between Crotch and her crew.
So we're sandwiching them next to a crotch.
That's what's going on, right?
As you
They're-
would.
They're they're in front of Crotch, and Crotch.
Normal funeral.
Yes.
Funeral.
I mean, hey, it's a pirate funeral, so what else would happen? Okay, so did I see I'm calling him Cyborg currently, the enhanced guy. Did I see him anywhere?
You did not see him,
Okay.
and you did not see where tattoos went, Sin.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna head on over to the kitchen store behind Chad and Karen.
All right. The rest of you walk into the pan store, and you're greeted by some delightfully ear-numbing elevator music. It's the same thing that you guys have heard on the space radios for the past 4 months. But thankfully, it is interrupted by the greeter there at the store. Oh, is there anything I can help y'all with?
I'd say we're just browsing. But I'll let you know if there's something you can help us with.
Well, I mean, I want you all to get the most out of this experience, because honestly, I love coming to the pan store when I'm not even on the clock. It's just such a wonderful place to be. I will just like to let you know that if you want to get the best deals, right now we're having a sale over here, and this person starts walking away from you all. It doesn't look like any of you are going to follow, though. Is that
Nope.
correct?
Nope, not at all. Just turn to Falcon. And why are we here?
Well, this is where the boss went last time, so. Oh, no. I went gunk again. No, I can't be gunk. I don't have a voice. The boss spent a lot of time in here last time, so.
In here.
Yeah.
In
this particular shop, I don't know
this
why.
particular. I guess
May as well have a look, right?
Yep. Any lead is at this point. Any lead works. I guess you take the pans. I'll take the appliances.
Sure. Whatever you like.
Zartan, where are you going to head?
How about the pans? Or the pots? Pots and pans. Whichever.
Good to know.
You come with me.
Let's go, Falcon.
I just watch them leave, and then I just head to like the stoves or whatever.
You have a fascinating time reading all of the little cutouts next to all of the stoves. And while you are having just the time of your life, honestly, we're going to cut back to the other group because the couple that you have been following, Crotch, has gotten to the door, seen the rest of your friends head in separate directions, and they have stopped. They are kind of standing there looking around like they're expecting maybe someone to greet them at the door.
Okay.
Do you stay behind as your friends split up?
I am actually gonna walk right up behind Chad and Karen, and I want to
Mhm.
throw an arm around each of them and just get right in the middle. Just be like, "So, what you looking at?"
Oh, well, I mean, we just came here to, see if there's. Hey, wait, didn't I like see you back, like, just like a couple minutes ago? Like the funeral.
The funeral. I
I mean,
mean,
I don't like to speak ill of the dead. I don't like want to offend anyone or anything.
you damn well better not speak ill of the dead.
Well, she would never. She means nothing by it. Herbert, and he extends his hand.
I just look at it.
And you hear from the other side. Oh, he's so nice, isn't he? I'm Karen. I totally forgot to introduce myself.
Yeah. So, yeah. How'd you know the captain?
Oh, I mean, like before we like made it official and got married. I mean, we were all like a thing.
What do you mean you were like a thing?
Like Herbert, I, and Ram, we were like together.
Like
And then,
together?
yeah.
And I mean, like, and that's fabulous. Slightly jealous, actually. But I mean, yeah, Ram Captain was a little private, but I mean, I would have think that maybe once or twice, might have met his crew.
I mean, listen, heartbreak is just makes you do the weirdest things. I totally understand that, like, he never wanted to call. Honey, it's fine. We've been over this. We decided to move forward with our relationship when Ram wanted more adventure in his life, and yeah, it's been a couple years in couples counseling, but we're incredibly comfortable with how everything turned out, and we wish you all the best. But it's probably better that we didn't see Ram again after the breakup.
Yeah, but you decided to see him after he was dead. Yeah.
I mean, it was specified that we show up for the will reading, probably because the will did mention all of his exes. So, I mean,
But like
we
that's
figured
all
it
it
was.
mentioned though, right? I mean, like, did you take anything else from the will reading? Got any hints or clues you willing to share?
You see a kind of look of realization on Herbert's face, and he just smiles at you.
Yeah, same. And then I'm just gonna like push past them and walk on into the kitchen store.
Okay. And as you are walking in, you hear the greeter come back, and she begins her whole spiel before Herbert cuts her off. Actually, yes, we were wondering if our friend's thing is ready. He put in an order that we were supposed to pick up, I believe. Do you have anything for Ram Goatson? And you hear the lady kind of check her clipboard. Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, if you would just come over here to the service counter, I can pick that up for you. And they all seem to walk off in the direction of the pots and pans, but you can see the service counter clearly labeled.
Do I see Zartan or Falcon since they were anywhere near there?
You see them kind of in between you and the service counter, and you see. something you all should know about me. I'm terrible with names. You see Keynote on your side of the appliances. Keynote is pretty near to you.
Oh, sweet.
I was watching the entire situation go down. I didn't want to interrupt.
I'll look over at Keynote and be like, I think we need a distraction.
I think you do. And I'm going to head over to the service desk, and I'm going to find a friendly NPC in a very useful location.
That is your ability that you have chosen from the rules. Do you have an NPC in mind?
I'm thinking about the one helping Herbert and Karen.
Yeah, she gets to the service desk and looks like she's about to start rummaging through some things, but notices you.
Mhm.
Oh, is there anything that I can do for you? I don't know how long you've been waiting. I'm so sorry if it's been a wait.
No, it's perfectly fine. Like I said, I was just browsing until something caught my eye, and I was just wondering, how long have you been working here?
Well, I mean, this will be like my 4th month, and I keep slipping into the wrong voice. Honestly, this is like the longest of most of the employees that aren't managers, so I'm actually really proud of that.
You're not a manager, but you know so much about this place.
No, I would never take the Lord's name in vain, but oh my God, I have given so much of my life to this store. And I'm so glad that you can see it. I don't know why my managers don't understand what I have given up to work here for them.
You can just sense it coming from you. And I just want to let you know that you have been doing an excellent job just from the conversation that you greeted us with when we walked in through that door.
Oh my God, I didn't think that any of y'all had even noticed, but it is so nice to know that even when people aren't watching, people are watching, you know?
Of course, I'm the same way. And if there's any paperwork or anything regarding whatever that she's getting, whatever package, I'm probably going to glance at it and try and slide it away from her so Crotch can get it while I'm giving her praise.
Okay. So this does seem like something that could go wrong, but you are using your ability. So I would like for you to roll for it.
Okay.
It's going to be handsome, but if you don't do as well, nothing bad will really happen since this is your ability.
Okay. That's a 6.
A 6. Take 1 peril.
Oh, okay.
So you are trying to slide this over in the direction of Crotch and don't quite manage to reach all the way over the counter and around to scooch it.
Mm-hmm.
But you do, while she is still thanking you profusely, see yourself what it says on it because it's clear it has already been pulled up, the single order.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a specific brand and a specific 12-count knife set. And in particular, you see in red underneath that just in the comments section, you see display item.
Okay.
Now, I really do appreciate everything that you've said, but it would actually mean quite a bit to me if you could come with me just real quick and tell that to my managers as well, so they know that it was someone as kind as you who actually noticed these things. And oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm gonna tear up. But would you be willing to just come with me real quick?
Of course. I'm not familiar with the layout of this store. Where will we have to bypass on the way to the office?
No, honestly, so few people are. I think we do it on purpose so people kind of get lost in here looking for their stuff. And I don't know, but okay. So we're just gonna have to go past these pans, and then we're gonna head past the double boilers, and then we're gonna go take a shortcut by the microwaves. I honestly don't know why we still sell those, but I guess there's like collectors. I honestly just like get yourself something that's more up to code. Um, just like a little advice between friends. And then we'll go past the silverware. Be careful there. The displays normally have fallen down, and you might need to avoid the knives. And then that is, it's not the bathroom stuff, but like the kitchen towels and all of that, so you can clean up your messes. And then we'll get to the offices. I promise it's not as long as I make it sound. Oh, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Anything that I can do to help.
And yeah, she's going to come out from behind the service counter, leaving all of her stuff there, just so ecstatic that you are willing to do this for her, and start heading through the store.
If she's actually going to leave, I'm going to grab whatever it is I notice. If it's, was it on a screen or was it like printed out?
It was a screen, a tablet.
Okay. A tablet. So I'm going to grab the tablet. Yeah. And just pass it to Crotch and just whisper to her, "Follow me."
You all head out through the store.
Do they walk past us in the pots and pans?
Yes. In the first leg of their journey.
If I notice them, I'll just be like,
all right. From that, I guess I look at my scaly friend. I don't remember Joel's name. I'm just going to call him Scales because that's what I do.
Sure, that works.
Yeah.
Zartan was looking through pots, picking up the lid of each one, looking for a key. And so far, he's had no luck. And then he notices the rest of his friends entering.
Come on.
No luck so far. Rush me go.
I think we're falling in line. Come on.
Okay.
And we just sort of go behind Crotch.
All right, and you all are walking through this maze. There are some like fake kitchens set up, which are a little weird to walk through. You all are used to living on a ship, which doesn't really have a space devoted to being a kitchen in the first place, let alone a dining room table and a full wall of appliances, islands everywhere. And as you wind through these displays, mixed in with actual aisles of sales merchandise, your friends, who are not your friends, have realized that something has happened, and their salesperson is no longer helping them out. There we go. And Herbert and Karen are actually going to walk into the store as well, and they do not seem to be following you, so you quickly lose sight. But a couple moments later, Herbert is going to use his ability, and you all hear the sound of a laser pistol firing, and look up, and there's a chandelier falling directly on Zartan. He has found her in a convenient location. So could I get a daring roll from you to not have this land on top of you?
Oh man, talk about Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah, not terribly daring.
More like IKEA.
Yeah,
3.
more like an IKEA.
A 3. Go ahead and give yourself a peril.
Yep. Ouch.
You have been hit. You are on the ground. There is some glass around you. Thankfully, it was mostly a metal chandelier. But the rest of you all see this happen and hear the sound of footsteps running a couple aisles past you that you would guess belong to Herbert and Karen getting in front of you all. What do you all do?
Well, since we have established that there are chandeliers here, I'm going to use my thing. Find a chandelier in a beneficial location. So I'm just going to fully jump onto whatever is next to me, like a shelf,
Uh-huh.
grab the chandelier, and just swing over everybody else and cut him off.
Okay.
Like it.
Yeah.
You swing, and from this height, you can see Herbert and Karen and the rest of your friends, and you land a little bit in front of them, spin around, and they come to a halt right in front of you. They seem a little out of breath.
Hi.
Hi. I don't think we've been introduced to Herbert.
I just look at his hand.
Karen? She's holding out her
Hi.
hand.
Oh, you guys seemed in like such a hurry. You doing all right?
Oh, we're doing so great.
Oh, I'm so glad because you actually like broke something back there. I don't think you noticed, but if you want to maybe go talk to someone about that, it
Oh,
could be dangerous.
That's such a shame. We'll totally pay for it on the way out. Don't even worry.
Oh, great! Because I know where the service desk is. This place is a bloody maze here, and I put my arms around both of them. It's like, look, I know it was just an accident, but let's go find the service desk, and we'll get everything sorted out. And I steer them away so that everyone else can go do their thing.
Can I get a handsome from you?
Oh fuck! I'm not too handsome. I got a 5.
Okay. The two of them look at each other, and you kind of see the fight leave their stances as they are still huffing and puffing. You would think that Ram would have taught his crew some decency, but no, I would love to go back to the customer service desk with you.
Oh, of course. I mean, honestly, if we're talking about decency, you're the ones who bloody broke it, so...
We told you that we would pay for it. I make plenty at my office back on Earth. I mean, they are letting themselves be led by you as they are having this conversation.
Cool.
Yeah. So, Zartan, you aren't feeling great, but you are not down for the count yet. So the three of you, I assume, continue on, or would you like to stop your guide first?
I'm going to give Zartan a visual pep talk. Like give him that look, asking if he's okay.
I'm okay. Kinda. It hurts.
I love the term visual pep talk.
Yeah.
So good. Now I'm winking is called visual pep talk.
So Keynote's just going to like hear that, give a nod, thumbs up, and then look at Crotch and was like, and then turn back to the representative. I'm so sorry. We're going through all this trouble. I didn't even catch your name.
Oh, well, that is so kind of you. I know you're probably going to want to tell my managers, who you're talking. I can't believe that I forgot to mention, but my name is Jez. I'm so glad that I could be of service to you. She says in a way that sounds incredibly rehearsed, like she's supposed to say that to every single person who walks through. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry that this happened to your friend. I hope that doesn't affect anything that you were going to talk about. Maybe I can get you something complimentary.
I do not blame you for what happened to my friend. Accidents happen. Nothing out of Something completely out of your control, I am sure.
Bless your heart. All right.
If anything, the sooner we can get to your manager so I can tell them about your upstanding customer service, the better.
Oh my. Okay. Yes. Let's go. And you all continue and make it to the back room. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
when
absolutely.
I guess I'm going probably just gesture to Crotch once we pass the knives to be where we're going to split off. And then I'll just accompany Jess to the back rooms.
All right. Zartan, do you split off or do you head back?
He tries to split off.
Okay. So you, Keynote, continue past the knives through the kitchen towels into the back room, which is very dingy, full of stuff. Likely that will be restocked. It all seems like it should be there, but there doesn't seem to be any kind of organization going on back here.
Mm-hmm.
And you go slightly past that to a desk. It's presented to you as it is just a folding card table, but it has a little nameplate there with some, star stickers all across it, announcing that this is Peter. Apparently, I'm looking behind. Someone looks up at you, who is human for the most part, except for the fact that they, do have a beak. And they just kind of look at you expectantly. And your friend Jez speaks up. Oh, Peter, I wanted to bring this nice man in here who was very pleased with his service and had some things to say. If you would still like to.
Of course. Peter is your. It is Peter, correct?
There's a squawk and a nod from behind the desk.
I'm going to use my scene ability to see what this NPC wants right now.
You look deep into these avian eyes, and you see that Peter just wants to go home and not be here.
I would like to commend you on having such a brilliant customer service representative in the form of Jess. She has been extremely helpful since the moment me and my friends stepped foot into this brilliant, lustrous, and slightly confusing to map department store. Do you mind if we could just, and I just turn to Jess, could you just give us a minute?
Oh, absolutely. I understand how important confidentiality is. I'll just be over here. And she skitters off.
I sit down next to Peter. Peter, I know that look. I've had it once before, too. Years ago. Wonder how I got rid of it.
There's a head tilt, a clacking of a beak.
I did what I wanted to do. And it's paid off ever since. Now, I would ask you what you want to do. But something tells me you already know that I already know.
Peter kind of looks down introspectively and back up into your eyes.
This isn't how you want to spend your life, is it, Peter? You want something more, something that doesn't say, I exist just to pay bills and die. Then do it.
And Peter motions at all of the 3 stacked file cabinets behind him.
They'll find someone else to do it. That's how these corporations work. They don't care about you, Peter. They only care about getting the job done. And the moment that you keel over for this company, they'll find somebody to replace you. Just like that, if need be. It'll be like it's like you're on an assembly line.
Roll me handsome.
That's a 10.
If it meets, it beats. This bird person next to you seems to really be agreeing with what you're saying, and you get the suspicion that this is not the first time he's thought about this, but you have so convinced him that without a word, because I know how humans make sounds, and you can't do that with a beak. I shouldn't have given him a beak. He stands up, and you see him undo a thing connected to his belt, and a whole ring of key cards drops onto the folding table. And Peter just looks at you and holds out his hand for you to shake.
I shake it.
The first shaken hand of this game.
I look forward to seeing what you're going to do with your life, Peter. I'm sure it'll be fantastic.
There are some excited squawks your way before Peter turns around and just walks out the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm going to do, if there's anything related to it, I'm going to see if there's any way I could erase any traces of this package from the system, so that outside of what Crotch has on the tablet, it doesn't exist.
Go ahead and make me a vicious roll.
That's a 5.
All right. Take 1 peril.
All right.
And if you would like to try again, you are welcome to, having familiarized yourself with the system a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I will not, because
Okay.
I only have a D6 in vicious, and something tells me that DC is a bit higher than a 6. Yeah, I'm just realizing, just clicking. Damn it! Well, at least we can do is beat them to it, and then I'll stare at the key cards. And then I'll approach Jess.
Oh, are y'all finished?
I was just informed by Peter that a new position, and I hold up the key cards, has just opened up. Congratulations.
Oh my sweet, oh my God. Okay, oh my God, okay. Thank you so much for what you have just done. You have no idea how much this has changed my life. Please, oh my God, okay, I need to go and get my paperwork and make sure that
Yes.
God, yes, I hope you are okay. I'm just gonna leave you here.
No, that's no problem. Actually, Peter had to take off. He told me to inform you that take the rest of the night off, gather yourself, get what you need in order to prepare yourself for tomorrow. That's when the real job starts. I'm glad I could help you in this endeavor, Jess.
You have no idea what this means to me. Thank you so much. And she actually skips out of the office through the rest of the store.
Mm-hmm. And I'll go in and join Crotch.
Yeah, you head to the door outside of the office, and we will find out what you open the door to after we go through Zartan and Crotch, who are in the knife section. You have just split off. What is your first instinct?
I had the tablet, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I knew to look at the displays.
You know to look at the displays. You know what you're supposed to be looking for, but there is not a picture on the tablet, just the name of the item.
How many knife displays are there?
About About 85.
What? How big is this flippin' store?
You have no idea.
Okay, so I will
Bigger on the
just
inside.
right. It's a freaking TARDIS. I will look at Zartan. Zartan, right? Yes, Zartan. All I can
It's
think
like
of-
Barton with a Z, except that was too hard to pronounce, apparently.
Okay, so I will look at him and I'll be like, looks like we're starting at either end. And I would just go to the end if I can get to an end and just
Mhm.
start going through
Yeah,
the
I think we just go to opposite ends and just start
Yeah.
looking.
yeah.
All right. You both are on opposite ends. It's a long walk for one of you, but you make it.
Yeah.
And you start making your way through this section. And you realize after a couple minutes of looking, one, this could take a while. And two, there's actually a lot of displays for these knives with actual food, which seems incredibly wasteful. They have to replace this quite a bit. But you continue on, and you both hear something as you're looking, and it is a skittering of sorts. And the skittering that you all remember with memories that are not fond at all, because once your ship was infected with cat rats, and that is the sound of cat rats.
Bigger cat rats.
About cat-sized.
Company!
Shit. Well, I'm gonna. Do I see any around, or we just hear the skittering?
Once you hear it and you're looking for it, you do notice something under this counter, and then kind of think that one's coming from above you, and you see the tile shift. Yep, they're here.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Zartan. Wait, so Zartan is the security guy, so he's also a strong arm. So, well, shit. I guess. I mean, we gotta find the key, right? So, I'm gonna just like one hand is gonna grab like my laser pistol, and then the other one is gonna keep like moving knife blocks and shit, moving them around.
Zartan, how are you dealing with this?
Believe that we have like some kind of a laser gun and a saber of some kind of a sword.
Yeah, I mean, it
I'm
makes
liking
sense
that
for you to
approach.
also have both, since you're a security guy.
Yeah, he's gonna take out the sword from his, well, maybe side. He's gonna look at the cat rats. Cat rats, all right, time to die. And he goes in swinging, presumably with vicious intent.
Indeed, it is. Can I get a vicious from both of you?
That was terrifying. Oh
Six.
god, no, no.
It's like Stitch's audition to be on Blade Runner.
5.
Yes.
I had a 5.
All right, can you both take a peril for me?
Yeah.
Cat rats are not to be messed with. Okay.
Rats.
So you all have not found the key that you were looking for, but you have not been entirely overwhelmed yet either. Would you both like to roll again?
Yes.
Sure.
10.
3.
What's your peril, Joel?
2.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
So you will take another peril. Yes, but you're not in danger. Chris, if it meets, it beats. You all have been rolling very close recently, but you are Wait, what weapon did you say you had?
And a pistol, the laser
Yes.
pistol.
You are taking aim and steadily making your way through these displays. And you notice one rat in particular that is actually like on top of a knife set, a display.
Figures.
And you take aim, you hit it, and you notice, oh, hey, this is actually the name that I was looking for.
Thanks, cat rat. Does it
You are-
explode? Like, is it dead? Do I have to, like, clean its guts off the knives?
would you like to?
Yes.
It absolutely does. And the two of you are able to hold your positions now that you're not moving further in. You won't need any more
Fantastic.
vicious rolls.
Awesome. So then I'm like digging through the cat rat guts and ooze to
Mhm.
find whatever it is that I'm looking for.
You you take some hands scooping out guts, and what you end up finding is in the cheese knife, in one of the holes in the cheese knives, there is half of a heart charm.
Half.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's like one of those best friend thingies. So like you like we get together and we're BFFs forever. All right.
Absolutely.
It's the
Fantastic.
key to his heart. Mm-hmm.
And then when Zartan says that, I will hand it to him.
Uh-huh.
You
And I
hold on
can-
to this.
Can I comedically arrive after all the blood and guts has been spilled?
You arrive to a very messy floor and a couple cat rats still running around.
Oh wow. Jess is gonna have her hands full tomorrow morning. Ah, Crutch! Did you find the key?
I mean, key is like a loose term around here, apparently, but we found half a heart.
Half a heart.
Yeah. And cat rats.
Well, the cat rats are obvious. They're all over the place. What's this about a heart?
I'll just point to Zartan.
Yeah, Zartan, shows it off.
Ah, I see the
heart-
captain was a sentimental fellow.
You look at this heart, and you also notice that it has a couple words on it. Maybe they could be half of words. BC by E Remi on this heart.
Could you repeat that, please?
By E Re and me.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm sick of this place. How about you?
Absolutely.
I just
Let's
shake the
go.
guts. Where'd Falcon end up at?
Falcon was handling the Joneses. So we should probably catch up to them.
What's left of them?
You all head up to the service desk, and we'll jump up there a little bit before you to walk in on Falcon, keeping an eye on these two, I presume, just having their ear talked off. Herbert just, and you should have seen this guy's portfolio. I don't think he has any idea what he's doing with his money. Oh my god, honey, I know you talked about this at dinner last night. But, like, get to the good part. I'm sure they want to hear the good part.
Oh yeah, let's jump to the good part. Yeah, absolutely. It's all been such a good part so far. Really looking forward to the good part. Herbert.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're interested because get this. The guy had a Roth IRA, and they both crack up.
Oh my god, I also crack up and then desperately look around for any other human or being at all to try and drag into this conversation.
Oh my god, honey, that just gets funnier every time you tell it.
Oh, it's real funny the first time too. Oh, so funny. Is there any like other customer service person around?
You don't see that, but you do see your friends now arriving.
Oh, look. Oh, this has been wonderful. You got my number, Herbert and Karen. You know, you got my little card, and I did not give them a card for sure. And then I ring the bell like a shit ton of times. Go, I gotta go, but you know, this has been fantastic, and I just run.
Oh, well, it was so nice to meet y'all, I guess. And like the second you guys are past to them, they bolt back towards wherever they think you guys just were.
Yeah.
Just in case you missed something.
So hope
Like
they enjoy the
cat rat
rats.
Yeah.
And you all set back out onto the open air part of the space station that isn't open air because you would die.
Right.
We all have rebreathers on. That's totally fine.
All right. As soon as we're out of earshot from them, I'll just say, please, for the love of God, tell me you found something. Otherwise, all that torture was for nothing.
Certain
Well-
kind of looks left, right, reveals a little charm. Half a heart
Oh
charm.
well, that's something, I guess. Not exactly what I was expecting, but good work, Scales.
Yes, we should probably get out of this store before the newly appointed manager finds this. And I just gesture to Crotch's crotch covered in blood.
And guts.
Oh.
Cat rat guts.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty usual for us, so you know, I'm not
Yeah.
surprised. Right. Well, I do have one other idea where we can go. If we want to get moving.
Another place. What's it called?
The bear cage.
Oh, well, the captain sure does know how to spend a Friday night. All
Oh,
right.
he sure does.
I guess we're going to the bear cage.
Sounds like my kind of place. Let's go.
Note to self. Take Xanton to the bear cage.
Right. I guess we're heading to the bear cage.
Yes, you all head along this space station. The view, by the way, is absolutely gorgeous. You are currently orbiting one moon of 3 of this planet that you're on, and it is a very impressive sight to see the sun kind of peeking through 3 different celestial bodies, which you all take in before you get across the room that you had the will read in, across the club bar next door, and you see a very dark entrance, which above it proudly proclaims it the bear cage. And you open
we
the
are.
door, you walk in, and everything is very dark and smoky. You hear some chatter coming from further in. There's no one here to greet you at this front door. So what do you all do instead?
Are there bears?
What kind of bears are you looking for?
Space
The
bears.
fun kind?
You can't make out any fun bears here. It is too dark and smoky.
I'm
Are
gonna
there
whip
other
out
people?
like a Victorian fan. Just go, like start fanning the smoke around.
I have a feeling that's only going to be effective in the immediate vicinity.
Well, yeah, on my own face. Yes, that was the point.
I see. I'm going to look for like a bell or something to ring.
You look around and you don't see anything. But from further in, someone calls out, "Hey, you all here to drink or to watch?"
What do you recommend?
Yes.
Oh, both. Both sounds good. Both.
I guess we're
I look at my
doing.
companions. Both.
I guess we're doing both.
Oh,
Both. Both is
Uh,
good.
And
Both?
walking through the mist,
Ah,
you do see one of the fun kinds of bears. Walks up and consults a podium that you couldn't see before because it was so smoky and dark. Just just come on over here, and walks over, and you realize now that you're passing tables. Some of them have people in them. Some of them seem to be empty, but have like a menu placed or two. And you all get seated next to a railing. Just let me know what you want. And I'll be. I'm honestly behind the bar. Someone else will come and help you. And he just leaves.
Fantastic.
So you all are sitting here in the dark and the smoke, and you hear what sounds a little bit like pistol noises. They don't sound like they're full volume. Maybe they're set to a lower setting or something.
Or are they in the distance and Chad and Karen have encountered the cat rats?
You think
Wait,
Chad and
what?
Karen came that prepared? No, but another person does come up now, decked out in some very tasteful leather.
Is there any
You-
kind?
There is no
Other-
other kind, in fact. Is there anything I can get you guys yet? Do you need more time?
Gin and tonic. Hold the tonic.
Whiskey.
It sounds pretty good. I'll have one of them too.
You?
How about a pink drink?
A Cosmo. Scales likes Cosmos. Get him a Cosmo.
Yeah.
All right.
Note to self. Zartan likes Cosmos.
And this server kind of looks between you, Keynote, and Zartan, and back, and back, and back. I'll get those to you probably right when the next match starts. And walks off in the same direction as the other guy. And it only takes a couple moments to get your drinks.
Match.
Did he say match?
He did. He said match. This is a great place.
Yeah, Falcon, I got this question. This was your next suggestion for us to, come and check out and find.
Yep.
What made you think of this place?
Well, for one thing, it is awful fun. And I thought,
Yeah.
hard funeral, get a nice drink, watch a match. But also, the boss spent a lot of time in this place last time we were here. He likes to bring me along on all these shopping trips, but he likes me to wait outside, for a quick getaway. So I don't know
Gotcha,
what he was
gotcha.
doing in here, but looks like a lot of fun.
Keynote. So back, at the weird ass home store, Chad and Karen, told your friend that they were there to pick up a package. So maybe we should try that here?
Possibly. Then again, I wouldn't have known unless I saw you interact after seeing them interact with the chatty Kathy that is now the manager of the store.
All thanks to you, of course. Bravo, by the way.
Thank you.
Fantastic distraction.
Thank you.
As always.
I have no idea how I'm going to distract these folk, though.
I've got a good idea of how you might, but maybe since these matches are going on, maybe we can ask about placing a bet. The captain loved a good bet. Maybe he's got something already going.
You might already have a tab. We should inquire.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
And then, with a bit of recollection of the server, smirk is going to come across Keynote's face. Hey, Zotton,
Hmm?
how good are you at flirting?
And he just does a face at you. Moderately handsome.
I think I have an idea.
Oh.
And that is right around when your server comes back. Sets everything down in front of each of you. Is there anything else you'll wanted before it starts?
Scales?
I'm looking at Keynote.
Scales.
Some of us are pretty new here, so mind giving us the rundown of how this place works?
Well, this part up here pretty much just functions as a bar and place to meet people. And over there, and he kind of inclines his head towards the other side of the railing that you all are next to.
Mhm.
And it's actually right then that the floodlights come on up above you and all do a very dramatic dance before they are pointing down all on a group of 4 people on the ground, who are all standing around holding their pistols out in what looks like it's kind of set up to be a maze. And then the room goes dark, and the same thing happens before the lights come down and focus on a different group of 4 people who all seem to be set up the same. And you hear an announcer who seems to be talking on a level or 2 below you, but your server up on your level. Yeah, that's what this is. I mean, up here is kind of the more adult area. We serve the alcohol. The laser tag's down there.
Laser tag. Oh, that sounds like great time. Alcohol
I
and laser
see.
tag. What could be better?
Oh, and you probably saw the name. Obviously, that's the bear cage down there. And with the lights kind of floating around, getting people pumped, you can see that it is actually a metal cage that encloses the arena and explains how the smoke gets everywhere inside this building and not just the actual laser tag part. But your server continues. Oh, and also the fact that if you lose, you do have to fight a bear.
Can we
So,
fight the bear anyway without losing? Is that an option?
I
It
mean,
doesn't sound so bad. I mean, it's a
Are they-
bear.
the real lasers, right? I mean, like, right?
I mean, not like to the death lasers.
So
Definitely.
not real lasers.
I mean, if you
We can set
consider
lasers to stun, Crutch.
This crotch stuns.
Captain's name again?
Ram.
Ram.
Ram
Ram Goatson.
Uh-huh.
How did I not pick that up? A fucking idiot. Cool. So I'm just gonna say, look, we've actually got a friend of ours who comes here pretty regularly. Ram Goatson. Did you know if he's been playing recently?
Oh, I don't remember the last time he came in, but we're all incredibly sorry to hear about that. It's been quite a hit to the community.
Yeah, it's been pretty hard. He liked to play the laser tag as well.
Oh, he had the highest record. It's one of the most games of anyone who's ever come here.
All right, good to know. So what does the field look like? It's just a cage. There's nothing to hide behind. There's no
No,
like terrain.
there absolutely is.
Okay.
There's some crates and metal sheets that kind of make it into what's almost a maze. But the boundaries are defined just by like a metal cage.
I mean, like, what do you win?
I mean, you generally win a couple rounds at whichever bar you're sitting at. Also, you get any points over kind of to the side of the cage. It's not very easy to see in the spotlights, but you can make out that there's kind of a little walkway there. You get a walk down the Hall of Fame. People sometimes leave memorabilia there, so they have a lasting something to show, and we take your picture on the podium at the end of that and then put it up on the wall.
Fantastic. Where do we sign up?
Oh, I can get you guys signed up if you want. Would you like to not be included, sir? Pointing at Keynote.
My apologies. I didn't, like I stated before, I wasn't aware of what this place was, and I'm just taken aback about all of this. Doesn't mean I'm not interested, however.
We get that a lot.
I mean, to be honest, the name's a little misleading.
And you are wearing leather.
Is it? He kind of shakes his belly.
Not that I'm complaining. I'm just saying, there's a little more bear and a little less cage. If you know what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, we'd love to jump down and have a go.
I'll get your guys' names in. Let me know if you want any refills before you all are up.
2 more gins, please.
Definitely a few more whiskeys.
He chuckles and walks away. And you all can watch the match below, kind of see what it's like. It seems like a typical laser tag match, aside from the fact that once someone is hit, they kind of lock up and are carried off by employees. And you all are sitting there watching, drinking. Do you have any conversations before that match ends?
Well, Zartan will have to work out the flirting bit later. Doesn't seem like this is that type of bar.
I mean, I kind of think it is that
kinda
type of
missed
bar.
it.
At this point, I don't even know what that means anymore. But
Who did you want me to flirt with?
whoever, probably the
Bear?
one who was.
The bear. Right, yeah.
I mean, if you want to flirt with the bear, I'm not going to stop you, but there was obviously some eye contact going between you and me from one of those individuals. I was thinking, get some information, get him loose, have him drink on the clock, things like that. But it seems like what we're looking for might be in that pile of things down there. I'm not going to stop you from flirting with the bear, Zartan. You can flirt with the bear as much as you want.
Us.
You flirt with whoever you want, Scales. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so if we lose, you get to flirt with the bear while we run and try and ransack the winner's circle.
That's what it's called, winner's circle.
Perfect.
Your refills come. They're just dropped off.
I down the first gin.
I was just gonna say I kick back the with I'm 2 fists in it.
Yeah.
This is probably the strangest damn funeral I think I've ever attended.
Top 5 probably for me. Not too bad.
Not gonna lie, wasn't expecting a funeral to be led by a game of laser tag. It's usually a buffet. It's always usually a buffet.
Yeah, well,
Plenty
if
of
we
actual
lose, we're
duels.
the buffet.
That's very true too. There's a
That's-
buffet either way.
It's not what I intended when I was thinking about getting eaten.
Oh, there's
But-
still time for that. Don't worry,
It's-
Keynote. Yeah, I'm raring to go.
Completely finished my whiskeys.
Yeah.
And did he say he said he was putting our names down, right? Did he even get our name? Looking around.
No, I didn't give him his our names.
Hmm. Well, Scales, this seems like your chance to go flirt at the bar. Go give them our names.
Yup. And whenever he sees that person again, he's gonna saunter over, and just kind of lean against nearest thing. Hi, I'm Zartan.
How did you guys need something else?
Oh yeah. That one over there is Falcon. Two Note and Crotch.
Something about your crotch?
Please. Please.
Kinda.
I mean, if you're still moving after your game, I guess.
How far is he away from the table?
Just barely out of earshot.
I say, please stop.
Zartan just winks, turns around, goes
He's
back
got
to the table,
this.
I give him big
Comes back.
thumbs up.
and he looks completely
Yeah.
humiliated. I don't know what just
Did-
happened. What I just saw.
I'm sure you did great, Scales. It looked like it was going great for
It
you.
looked like you were doing so well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
like, you
What?
know, you're still standing. I mean, you didn't faint this time, so that's a plus.
It is. It's a real
not this
improvement.
time. Huh.
I
I prop him up.
Look,
Hey.
I'm here. I think they got my name. Our names?
Good. I guess we just got to wait until we're called, or
Yeah, I mean,
note to self: make sure you're not overcome by Zartan's cuteness.
oh, he's so cute. I know this is a totally different character, but I'm still picturing him with hot pants and high heels, which isn't
I mean,
probably
maybe.
incorrect. Maybe I don't know.
A couple moments later, your server does come back. All right. 12B, it's your turn. If you all want to come with me, I can show you where to go. And
Right, because you took down the name of our table. Didn't need our actual names. That makes all the sense. Great.
oh,
Scales got a little bit of practice in.
I'm sorry. I
What?
didn't be rude. I just we do normally go off that. I didn't realize that I
No,
forgot your names.
we were just wondering if you had a system or not. Ben, apparently you do. Good to know. Are we all
we don't
ready?
get to use our real lasers, right? I just need to confirm this.
Crutch, you don't need to use your real lasers. They have lasers for us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if we wanted, could we use our real lasers?
I mean, they'll check them down there and make sure they're on the right setting.
Which is stun. I just said it. To Crutch.
Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you all could come this way. And he starts to walk off, but not before slipping a piece of paper into Zartan's hand. It does indeed contain a phone number. And you all are
Slip
led
that into
down
a
the
pocket.
stairs. I have to ask, how many pockets does this outfit have?
One. It's right here. Breast pocket.
Aww.
Oh, there's
Pants
no where I
are
expected it to be.
they're too form fitting. They don't have pockets. There's one.
Nice.
So you have half a heart and a phone number in your pocket.
Yep.
Over
Well,
your
here's your-
heart.
Over my heart.
Oh, yeah.
Well, who knows how many hearts he has, but yes.
You're
Okay.
quickly checked in by the staff down there. Any of you who are not carrying guns are given very basic stun guns. Those of you who are, can take the stun gun or are have your weapons taken from you and put into stun, very carefully inspected, and then handed back to you.
That'll probably be me. I have a gun, but I forgot it because I was going to a funeral. I do have a rapier though, so I'll give my rapier to the person checking in the weapons.
Yes, of course, it is good. I'm so glad that you left your weapon at home. Would you like to use one of ours?
Why, yes.
Good. He hands you one. And see next.
Is it possible to like hide my gun and then go to take one of theirs?
I will tell you that they are keeping a pretty close eye, but you're always welcome to try. It'll be daring.
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
All right.
I rolled an 8.
Take a peril.
Oh wow, that's
Wow.
high. That's so high.
The 8 is my daring. What the heck?
Wow. I was
Yeah.
ready to cheer you on and everything because that was a high ass
Like,
roll.
yeah, so proud of you. Thank you. Andrew just so. Okay, so if that doesn't work, then I guess so. I have to give them my gun, and they put it on. They change the setting. Is that right? Okay. Well, okay. So I try to hide mine and be like, "Oh, I don't have mine," and then they call me out. And be like,
Can I have that, please?
oh, you mean? Oh yeah,
Yes,
this
that.
one. I forgot about this one. Yeah, this one.
Thank you. And Sir Hugo, don't change that. And he hands it back to you with just a piece of tape, holding it on stun.
Has to be the strongest tape in the galaxy.
Super tape. Yeah, I hand
Yes.
my gun over and get this. I legit don't want to actually hurt anyone, so I'm happy to just get this get setting to stun.
Thank you. Make sure that you don't change that. And you.
Hello.
Oh, it is bigger than I had expected.
He usually is.
And
Note to self: find out why it's bigger than expected.
Well, fun lizard anatomy fact. A lot of them have 2 penises. So
It's also a fun furry fact as well.
and make sure that you do not change that. And he hands you back your gun, which is also taped to stun, but this one is duct tape. Right, it is. You go through that door. You know how to play this game. You all have guns. It is easy. Just have fun. And a doorway opens into what is still a dark arena. There are little lights on the bottom of the floor to lead you to where the spotlight is going to open on. You all head out, get ready, and you hear the announcer's voice, very garbled over the loudspeaker because it's coming from about 4 levels above you. And you seem to be announced because suddenly there is a bright glaring light in your eyes, and then everything goes dark again. And you hear the garbled voice of an announcer before the bright light shines across from you on the other group, 2 of whom you recognize.
I knew it.
Yeah. You all see Sin standing there looking like nothing in the world could possibly interest her, so why should this? And you also see the other person, Mr. Cyborg guy, I believe he was once called.
Yes.
Yep.
Who does seem like he's probably going to take this a little too seriously, if we're being honest. And next to them, you do see 2 other people that you don't recognize. these two women don't really look like they know how to hold a gun and don't look like they're interested in very much but each other. And then the lights on them go out, and you hear a countdown from speakers in the floor. It's actually pretty clear. And I would love to know what your strategy is before the dim lights come up and the game officially starts.
We're pirates, right? So we probably don't care about casualties.
Exactly.
Mhm.
If I can find out, no. Okay, quick rule clarification, GM. So when once per scene/session means that my session has been used, but I can use my scene every time we're in a new scene, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. So if that's the case, I'm going to use my once per scene to figure out what one of the random ladies are their wants right now.
It's pretty easy to see what both of their wants are right now, actually, and it is each other. It kind of seems like the other team needed 2 more people, and the promise of a dark floor with lots of nooks and crannies was appealing to them right now,
Mhm.
and they're going to take advantage of that.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to lean over to I'm going to call everybody in for a huddle. Okay, so we clearly have 2 ladies out on a date. How can we use them to bypass Evergood here in Cyborg?
Sorry, all I heard was how can we use them?
To bypass Evergood and the Cyborg over there.
Well, we
Oh.
could just let them go do their own thing. I mean, there'll be 2 people down straight away. So if we just ignore them, they'll go off on their own, and then we can take out the other 2.
It's true. What I was thinking is that, for I'm not one to ruin someone's good time. However, any possibility of gaining an advantage, I'm more than willing to take advantage of. Plus, as you all know, my aim stinks, which is why I use a sword instead of a gun.
Yeah, we know. Still got the scar.
Yes, I forgot to put my cream on it, and it is burning intensely.
So, I mean, what kind of
What's your
advantage?
plan?
Yeah, what exactly?
You guys are halfway down the countdown.
Convince them to a different place in the maze that'll keep the 2 busy while we flank from the back.
So you want us to lead the 2 smoochy girls off to somewhere that'll keep
Them
Cyborg
pinned.
them
Yes. And then those of us who are good at shooting guns can shoot them and eliminate them from the game.
So, since you suck at shooting, but you're good at talking, perhaps you should go see if they want a third?
Let's find out if they're willing to go that far. If not, I'll convince them to go to a different corner.
All
That
right,
works too.
fine. I mean, I think the first thing is just hide and try and shoot from the shadows, and that's sort of what I do. So you guys could go take care of the ladies, and I'll try snipering, I guess.
Whichever works. Just offering my 2 cents.
Yeah.
No, it's a good plan. I just don't see how all of us are going to be useful doing the same plan. I mean, we might as well split up a little bit.
That's fair.
Yep, good plan. And I'll rush in.
Yeah.
So,
You get 'em, Scale.
yeah, Zartan, perhaps you should go for the cyborg? I really want a piece of her.
Beltor.
And then Falcon will snipe, and hopefully we'll clear this out, and none of us have to fight a bear. I mean, you can flirt with the bear. You know, that's you. You do you, babe. But
Pretty sure if you convince the workers to still let you, they can still let you in even if we win.
Hmm.
A lot of fun. All right, I think we've got our plan then.
And that is incredibly convenient as you hear the countdown going from 3 to 2 to 1. And that's when we're going to take our break. Hello again, everyone. We have returned to our moment of peril, but I should probably pick a different word because these guys might actually be in peril now. In fact, why don't we roll to find out? The countdown hit 0, and with not even a full second to pass, you all are being shot at. Seems from a couple different directions, but I would like each of you to roll either vicious or daring.
Okay, I'm gonna roll daring.
I'm gonna roll vicious.
Two.
Vicious as well.
7.
8.
4.
6.
All right, I would like all of you to take a point of peril.
I rolled
Oh.
an 8! Come on! I'm gonna beat up these people.
And none of you, what's the game terminology? None of you are in danger, correct?
No,
Nope.
Okay, that is rolling under your peril score.
right.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So you all are able to dodge out of the way of these bullets that are fired at you. And you all look around wildly, and it looks like Mr. Cyborg, as you have named him, was somehow able to fire all of those shots from different vantage points. But now you don't see him at all,
Freaky mods.
and you all take off to take part in your plan. Let's start with the one rushing in. Speaking of laser tag guns,
I found a real one.
the sound effects are essential. Let me tell
Yes.
you. That is all that the arena sounds like right now. Are you looking for anyone in particular, or just the first people you see?
I mean, I was told to single out the cyborg. Yeah, probably that.
All right, roll me a vicious.
8.
Take a point of peril for me.
Eep.
What is happening?
Man, these rolls are hard.
What is happening?
And you, since you are not in danger or anything,
Mhm.
fire a couple shots just where you think it would make sense for someone to be, and you don't hear anything. Let's move over to LeRon.
Oh boy. I'm going to find the 2 lovebirds in this maze.
It takes you a minute, but you do.
Okay. Can I also get eyes on where Sin is?
I don't think you can do both of those at the same time.
Okay. All right. I'm going to approach and let them know that if this is your intention, in this maze, you might want to move out the way. The others coming. The others coming close. The others coming in, and they're pretty close by.
They disconnect their lips from each other and look up over at you. Oh, is there a spot you recommend?
Yes, if you want to take a left and then a right and then another left and then just hold off on the next right that you see and just wait until the second, you'll be a bit more in better cover. And I'm basically directing them where the last place I saw Sin.
Okay. The other one. Thank you. Yep. Bye. And grabs her girlfriend by the hand, and they run off, mostly in the direction you told them. You don't think they were paying much attention, but they make a left first. That's a start.
That is a start, yes.
Yes, and we will hop over to Monty.
Me, I was diving for cover.
hmm So
Um,
you
I
dive
assume
for
I got
cover.
to
Yeah.
cover. Yeah.
Were you planning on doing something else this right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
try and figure out where Cyborg and Sin are. So I'm just trying to like peek out from the cover, having a quick look, and then peeking back in and try and make sure I don't get shot. And like
Okay.
moving around in different cover, like cool commander roles and shit.
It is some of the sickest shit you have ever done in your life.
Hell
And
yeah.
it is such a shame this is such a dark and smoky arena. Um, but you are able to get eyes on both of those two.
Okay.
And I assume you call out to your friends if you think
Yeah.
they're nearby.
Yeah. And then yeah, I call out where I think they are, where
Mhm.
where I see them, and then I hide behind cover again and try and shoot from cover.
All right, I will take that into account with the task number, the DC basically. And Chris, we come to you.
I would have been heading straight for Sin,
All right, you head in that
as is
direction.
my life.
No, yeah, uh-huh. And with Falcon's instructions, you are absolutely able to find Sin.
Fantastic. I run up on her.
You get close, and immediately there is a gun pointed right at your temple.
At my temple, is it coming from her?
Yes. No, she has spun around and is now staring you down, pointing a gun at you.
Okay. Now, like, I'm gonna do some sick shit here, okay? Like, yeah, like, this is gonna be some Matrix bullshit, okay? We're gonna be like,
Mhm.
and I am just gonna, like, viciously, like, bear hug her. Like, I wanna, like, try and, like, knock the gun and then just, like, bear hug her ass and, like, kind of, like, lift her up and push her backwards.
So you said viciously, but this sounds pretty daring.
I would say it's more vicious, but I mean, we could do daring. I guess it's a little bit of both. I'm viciously daring, or I'm daringly vicious. Whichever. You tell me what to roll.
Let's do vicious.
Okay. I haven't been doing
What's
so
wrong with
great.
being
I've
a
been
little
rolling
tough?
like 10s and 9s and 8s, and you're like, oh, take your peril. And I roll off the pages. I rolled a 3.
And what's your peril?
3.
You go to knock Sin's hands away and wrap her in a great big bear hug. And you don't notice the other hand that you hadn't knocked away coming up with a second pistol, which she's not supposed to have. And she stuns you with that pistol.
Okay.
And you are now in danger.
I am in danger.
Yes, you cannot take any action, and your friends have to come and save you, or something terrible will happen. I think that's
Okay.
verbatim the rules.
Yeah.
Something terrible will happen. Yeah.
Yes, that's right there.
Yep, I have it
Um,
pulled up right there.
Yeah.
And Sin just kind of looks down at you. That was cute, and steps over you. Continues walking.
Like I've got eyes on her and I'm shooting
Yes.
at Sin though.
All right, will you make me a daring?
Yes,
No,
I
vicious.
can.
That's what I meant.
Wait, daring?
Vicious.
Can it be daring? I'll do
It's-
this cool barrel roll over the cover and like land real cool on my knee and then shoot her point blank. Like
I
that.
will take that description. You can totally roll daring.
Shit, yeah. It's a 9.
Yeah.
Yes.
You notice that Sin is a little bit distracted trying to look all cool right now. And you totally outcool her. And right in front of her, just pop that off. And you see her kind of lock up and fall to the ground. She's glaring at you, but she can't actually move her mouth to say anything.
I blow her a kiss and then help what's Chris's name? Crotch. Of course. Crotch up. Of course it's
Pick your
Crotch.
crotch
What
up
was I
off the
thinking?
ground. And LeBron, and Joel, will you both make me daring rolls?
Hmm.
All right.
I'm about to be in danger.
You can lower your danger by getting rid of a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Getting rid of a
Once you're in
attack.
danger, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Oh, once you're in danger. Okay.
That's a 1.
That's a natural 8.
That will do it. So you both have more stun lasers firing at you, and one moment. And Keynote, you hop out of the way. Zartan, you are not so lucky. You feel your body kind of tense up, and you fall to the floor, stunned, and you see the cyborg dude kind of running past you once you're lying on the ground. Crotch, do you want to get rid of any of your attachments? Otherwise, you're stunned and you can't really do anything.
Joel, what is your peril at?
5.
And Joel's also in danger.
Yeah, so yeah, I will. I will get rid of one of mine. So I have to what is it again?
Tell me a story about how you are using this and how you are saying goodbye that is helping you out of being stunned.
Okay. Okay, so just so I fully understand, and a lot of it may be like a creative interpretation. So I am recreating my goodbye to this person, or this is me saying goodbye to this thing. Like, am I recreating? Am I discussing?
You are using this
Yeah.
person or thing to get out of the current situation
Okay.
as creatively and wacky as you want. But that relationship or that thing is going to be destroyed in the process.
Okay. So, I you see me. It'll be. This is more of like a throwback, flashback kind of whooshy whooshy thing. So we're not where we are currently.
Mhm.
I am standing on a balcony that is overlooking a Martian colony, and standing next to me is this just oozy, handsome prince who just, when he looks at you, he penetrates your soul literally with emeralds, because his eyes are emeralds, and every time he looks at you with longing or lust, a piece of you just slowly dies and chips away. And as I'm standing there next to him, and he turns and he just lovingly is looking at me and just tells me how he just cannot go on without me, I very coolly just bow my head and I look at him. Peace out, baby. I've got stuff to steal. And I just turn and I walk off back into the palace and down the stairs, and not once looking back. And I have just left Cerrato, Kingston.
That was
And there's
beautiful.
there is my touchstone.
And as you and Zartan both fly away in this memory, you both lose this touchstone. And both of your perils are reduced to 0, and you are both out of danger as you feel the timer on those shots, one of which seems to have been weaker. Maybe there's something about firing 7 at once that's detrimental. Um, you all both kind of regain sense in your limbs and are able to move. Falcon, the person in your hand or hands has now started moving.
All right. Yeah, I'll pull Crotch up and just pull her directly into cover, and then we'll figure out what to do next, I guess.
All right, Keynote, what are you up to?
The ladies arrived nearby the enemies atoll.
They have arrived nearby where you directed them, You don't see Mr. Cyborg Man over there.
Or Sin?
You do see Sin a couple feet away, but she is on the ground, paralyzed. Thank
Okay.
you, Falcon.
Hmm. Uh, how does Keynote look? I mean, that's me. How does Zartan look?
Zartan looks a little shaken, I presume, and feel free to add any flavor, but you are standing up now.
Yeah, he is getting up, which is weird considering he was just stunned.
Okay. Does Sin still have her second phaser?
Yes.
And you said the two ladies are nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to approach Sin and pull her second phaser out of her hand in a way that I make sure that everybody in the arena nearby can see that she had a second phaser. What's this? A second phaser?
You
That's
hear
not-
cheers coming up from the crowd.
That's not very ever good of you, Sin.
Just glaring daggers at you from the ground.
And then the moment that her stun goes up, because there's nothing in the rules to say I can't do so, I just shoot point blank at another place that allows another stun as soon as it lets up.
So you are restunning her? Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
And because I'm point blank, I can't miss.
You kind of see her muscles start to relax, and her mouth opens, and her finger is swinging up to point directly at you, and you hit her again. And you cannot imagine what is going through her head right now. And you don't have to, because she can't do anything about it.
Hmm.
Zartan, how are you feeling?
Well, he's getting up, just looking around. He sees that one person's down. Still hasn't seen the cyborg. It's time for vengeance! He's going to... I don't know. Other than trying to locate and shooting Cyborg, I don't know what else he would do. Or can
All
do in
right,
this situation.
that sounds pretty vicious to me if you're going right
Oh,
after
yeah.
him. So roll me a vicious.
8.
All right. You are walking in the direction you saw Mr. Cyborg Man going, and you catch up with him pretty quick. He seems pretty exhausted from whatever special effects he had going on, and you are very quickly able to stun him. And you hear the sound of some metal swinging open, some people running in, and some staff take Mr. Cyborg Man from right in front of you, and some staff run up and grab Sin, and also grab Sin's second weapon. One of them seems to be putting some kind of tag on it, so it might be used later on to prove things, or maybe not. And they both run out. You hear the sound of the two girls who were in there with the rest of you, like, "Oh no, we'll go. It's, you don't have to, like, no, we're going. It's fine. Okay. Well, oh my god."
There's plenty of spaces upstairs.
Oh, thank you.
I will admit that this was a rather good idea to keep the relationship fresh.
What's more interesting than near death? I guess. And the lights come up in the arena. And the same guy who checked in all of your weapons comes out to greet you. That was very well done. I guess 2 against 4 is fair, whatever. Comes this way. Good motions for you all to follow towards what you had already been pointed out as the winner's circle, the little victor's hall. As you are walking, I know for a fact that Crotch was looking out. You do see the glass cage with some holes poked in it that has the live actual bear. It is on standby.
Nice.
But you make it to the winner's circle. And if you could just stand over there on the podiums, we will take your picture for the wall. If you have anything to leave here, feel free to. Come on. Let's get going.
Fix my hair. I look very dashing. My
Yes,
makeup.
the photo will be fine. We'll let you know before we take it.
Right, it takes a bit of time, that's all. Okay. I'm good.
Upon quick looking around, do we see anything that jumps out as the captains?
There are lots of things here. Let me. Yeah, I mean, there's not a good thing to have you all roll for this, so I will say that Crotch and Zartan have almost a moment of deja vu as you are trying to scan through this pile of stuff and see half of a heart charm.
Well, you found it. Pick it up.
The dude's still there?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We
We have
being
to
watched.
wait.
I mean, pick us up as a team because we're so good.
Yeah.
And then pick me up.
Yeah. Let's get this photo, right?
Yeah, the guy is just kind of like, okay, and he kind of trudges over and starts setting up the camera, adjusting all the settings.
Yeah.
Pose.
3, 2, 1, click. Amazing. If only we could clip that.
If only.
That will go on the wall sometime tonight. Don't expect it to be there before we reopen.
There's something in the Hall of Fame now, right?
Right, yeah.
You are welcome to, and you kind of see a gate closing behind you all. You are out of the arena. They will clean it for the next match. You can take however long you need here. I need to go back to my post.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. I'll yank a button off of my coat and walk over towards where I see that half of the heart and squat down and do a little sleight of hand kind of thing and take the heart.
Falcon, if you had to rate Crotch's thievery right now, what would you give it?
A 10 out of 10.
You execute this perfectly. It's amazing.
Fantastic, right? I know the button totally looks just like this half a heart. I mean, it's
Yeah.
no biggie.
Perfect. It's the same thing. No one will ever notice.
And the
love-
pedestal lowers, the giant ball comes from the
Yeah,
ceiling.
the ball that comes from. No, the bear comes in.
Throw me the item, I'll throw you the
God
witch.
If that happens, Crotch is running. Running. You've had one crew,
Yeah.
you've had them all. I mean, I'm running.
We got what we need.
Yep.
Awesome. Let's get out of here.
What does that have say?
I hand it over to you, to Zartan.
Tink puts the two pieces together.
You go ahead and fit those two right together. They fit like a charm. Get it? Because they're charms.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you are able to read the text, which says the name of probably one of the best songs in space existence, that being Baby One More Rhyme.
One more rhyme. All right.
Performed traditionally, as you all know, by icon Brittany Swords.
This is the part of the stream where I reenact the Arrested Development gif. I don't know what I expected.
No. This is fucking awesome. All right. Does anyone know what we do with it now? I mean, we've got a love heart, but what do we do with it? Do we?
What did
put it
what did
somewhere?
the guy say? Something about the keys, and then I mean, was there like a second part that I spaced out?
I genuinely don't remember if there was a.
It wouldn't be
second part.
hard to space out. He was going rather slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was like mana 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 mana. And I was
Pac-Man.
yeah, except there were no cherries.
That's a shame. All right. So, Baby One More Rhyme. Maybe there's like a record shop around here somewhere.
I mean, is there like I mean most like stores like this have like a directory, right? Can we like maybe
Right.
there's something like out in the hall? I do know that like a third of this place is under construction, and so we can't get to there. So I mean,
we could if we really needed to. I'm sure we could find a way across.
I mean, this is true. You know, maybe we could.
We're pretty resourceful.
Yeah, but like, I mean, was there any other store or place that you went with the cat while you was here?
No, not really. Just those two.
Or you guys need help getting back to the stairs or planning the rest of your evening? And this is your server that you had previously interacted with.
Show up?
Yeah. You where you wouldn't happen to know if there's any record stores around here or I mean, I don't really know what else to look for.
I don't know of any record stores on here. If you're looking to listen to music, it's karaoke night at the bar over next to us.
Oh, that'll do.
That'll do.
That'll do nicely.
Oh, you guys, what's your song?
Oh, I mean, it's definitely Baby One More Rhyme. I mean, there's can't be anything else, right?
Like, yeah, I mean,
I must confess.
Oh, that's honestly such a classic. I mean, they do try and keep the newer stuff over there. I don't know that I've ever heard that one performed, actually.
Oh, well, you should come because we're going to be performing it right now. Hey, Scales, and I nudge. Scales.
Yeah.
Yep, most beautiful singing voice you ever heard over here.
Definitely don't dance to that song. Yeah. Anyway,
let's get going.
what direction is the
Note
karaoke?
to self.
It's just right next door. It's kind of between here and the pan store.
Excellent. We'll head right there right away. Come on, let's go. I'm
Right.
very excited.
Let's go.
yes.
As he's passing, he kind of whispers.
I pay for the
I can't
tab.
whisper in this voice, but he whispers, "I'll be back." Kind of gives a subtle wave and moves along.
Definitely puts a smile on his face.
Very nice.
And you all head out. Kino has paid your tab. Very thoughtful. And you are back out again in the recycled air. You head over towards that bar. You can now see they have put up a new sign in the window that does loudly exclaim karaoke night.
I think they have. You think they didn't use enough explanation points?
I mean, 5 is usually enough, but
Yeah, but
I
look,
mean,
they
it's
ran out of them, and
karaoke.
those are upside down ones.
Couple of
I
them,
think
yeah.
I didn't even know that's
There are
possible.
arrows.
I didn't even know that's possible to do on a keyboard. Interesting.
Anyway, let's go.
All right, you all walk in. This bar seemed like it was pretty popular before during the reading of the will. It is now jumping. Lots of people, everyone kind of crowded together. Crotch, actually, you hear a newly familiar voice, and you know that Ham has moved inside and is no longer outside. If there was ever someone here to greet people coming in, there is not room for them to stand around now. You are nearly shoulder to shoulder with other patrons, and you can kind of see some people walking between carrying trays up above everyone else. So would you like to talk to one of them, make your way anywhere, try and flag down a wait staff? What's up?
Straight to the bar, I think.
Um,
Fight our way through the crowd.
Probably the best place. What is Ham doing?
It sounds like Ham is doing some vocal warm-ups. You can't quite tell because it's loud or see because he's on the other end from you.
Okay. I will nudge Kino. I'm like, he was at the reading, and I don't think he's left this place since. But I got a feeling that there's something I don't know, not right about him. And and I mean, I would go and I would talk to him, but I mean, we know how well that goes. It doesn't go well at all. And I kind of,
Oh, but you did so well. I can't even finish that sentence. You suck.
at least I can shoot.
You can shoot. You can shoot.
Yeah.
Shots
So
fired.
why don't you, go do your thing with him and see what I don't know. I mean, I'm like stumped. We've got 2 pieces of a heart, and what the hell do we do with a heart?
True. I'll do what I can, and then I'll approach the bar.
Yeah, what do you want?
Gin and tonic, please.
We're not quite that sophisticated here. We got beer, we got ale. We don't got something that strong. Don't have the license for it.
Okay. Your strongest, then.
Yep, I'll get that to you. And the person behind the bar, who has been filling glasses at taps this entire time, continues doing that and taking a couple other orders. They seem absolutely overwhelmed with how many drinks they're trying to pour.
Mm.
But they do eventually get you something. Very dark, smells very strongly of hops. It's something you were not told what it was.
It's something.
I was able to procure a seat next to him, correct?
You are able to make your way over there, yeah.
Okay.
Also, kids don't have beer after hard liquor. Do it the other way around.
True. I look Ham's way. Can you believe it? No gin. Never heard of a place before.
Dude, who needs it?
You'd be surprised. My name's Keynote.
My name's Ham.
Ham. Nice name. That's short for anything.
No, it's like the meat.
I see. Clever. I like it.
Yeah, no, my dad's, the boatswain that everyone knows. He owns the entire ham canning industry.
Oh, you're that Ham. That makes so much more sense now.
No, yeah, I'm sure you've eaten fake ham.
I'm a big fan.
Dude, me too. I grew up on that stuff.
I see. So what are you doing here? It's a karaoke bar? Is this your scene usually?
Well, there's plenty to drink here, and that's kind of my scene. But this was one of me and Ram's favorite spots, so I figured I'd come here, do an ode to the old guy. It's been a long time.
Are you close?
Oh yeah, no, we were really close there for a while.
Okay. I'm going to use my my OP scene, my once per, to see what he wants right now.
He wants to sing a song, which you get because you are having this conversation with him and not really matching his energy. And because of that, you kind of see past it. And it looks like he is actually processing some grief right now. But this is just the only way he knows how to do it.
Okay.
So, yeah, what he wants to do is sing a song just like he and Ram used to.
So, love the drinks, love the company. Something tells me you're a regular here.
Well, I don't make it out here all the time. It's kind of on the edge of this system. But it holds sentimental value,
Of course. Last time I had a place like that, it closed about 3 years ago. You hate to see it.
Oh, dude, I don't know what I'd do if this place closed.
But lucky for you, you're a Ham. More than likely, just a simple donation in this place can continue going for as long as the universe expands.
Oh, I've been doing that for the past 12 years.
There you go. If there's one thing that we can keep in control of, it's how long physical, sentimental things stay around.
Yeah. Hey, dude, you look like you're running out. Do you need another beer?
Go for another beer. What could you go for?
I'm kind of getting ready for that keg stand that they're setting up.
Me too, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Sounds like you're not necessarily ready for another beer. You're ready to sing.
Well, they haven't set everything up yet. They kind of pack the place and then make you wait around so you get bored and buy drinks and then you start the singing.
You kept this place afloat for 12 years, Ham. You can sing whenever you want to, can't you? Probably could have been able to do that with the captain when he was around. I've only heard stories. I've never really hung out with him, but you had experience. You had a relationship. Most he did was pay my bills.
Well, I don't have a good enough voice without the backing vocals and stuff. That's why I come to karaoke.
So what you're saying is that the one activity you can do, that you have done, with my captain, unabashedly, no limits, no holds barred. And that's one of the things that's troubling you. I don't think Ram would agree when he's with what you just said.
Roll me a handsome.
That's a 10.
Nice.
Well, like, dude, could like you be my backup singer? Do you have any like friends? I could use a couple.
I could use one. And I put a hand on his shoulder.
No,
And I would-
I really need a couple.
That's fine. But I would love to. But me and my pals would love to sing backup.
Oh, are they here?
Oh yeah, they're actually exploring the bar. I just decided to get a drink first. I can introduce you to them.
Dude, no, I love meeting new people. Let's go.
Perfect. I pay the tab and I walk out. I walk out with them.
Okay. So the rest of you are now inside. You all have observed this. Crotch, you know that the person you pointed out has been taken care of. And it looks like you all got here before the equipment was set up, but not before the line had formed. What do you do about either cutting to the front of the line, or waiting in line, or what do you do?
Would my once per session find a party nearby that I'm invited to work? Would that like by chance get me to the front of the line?
I will consider that. Monty, what were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say, before keynote went off with Ham, I the first thing I did was fight my way to the bar and get drinks and
And what, sorry?
put our names down for the karaoke.
Okay. Yeah, I can get you in. You're gonna be like 20th and what a
20th. All right. We're running a little late. We got some other stuff to do. You know, we just came straight from a funeral. I don't know if you heard our captain. Such a good man. He was a regular here, you know. Really loved the place.
Yeah, I don't really look too much at faces when we're this busy. Sorry.
Right, I get it. It's just you know, being a regular and he loved the place. He's dead. Really dead. Did I mention how dead he was? I mean, he's really super dead. Grizzly too. Just like so bad. And he just loved this place. He loved the karaoke, and we were hoping. Now, just between you and me, for me and my friends here, we were hoping to open the night with a real special tribute to him. Do you think maybe you could organize that?
I'm incredibly tempted to have you roll vicious because that went right for the throat.
He's just
Please
super
don't make me
dead.
roll vicious.
It's like you read Charles Dickens. He's dead as a doornail.
Just so dead.
So dead.
Then I can have you roll handsome.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Still not
You
my
are
best stat.
convincing, so.
Okay. Please, God. That is a 7.
A 7 will do it.
Yes.
Yeah. So this guy just kind of looks at you.
I'm like
Yeah,
wiping a
right.
tear. Like so dead. I just saw him in the coffin. I mean, I thought maybe he was gonna get back up, but he never did.
Yeah, look, I'll put you at number 2. Fan favorite is first, and I would probably have a rat on my hands if I moved them.
Oh,
You look
that
like you
sounds
need to
great.
rehydrate, and he gives you a beer.
Who's the fan favorite? Can I ask? My God, I've lost the voice. This is just the voice now. It doesn't matter.
They call themselves the Thrusters.
That sounds really interesting. Who are they? Do you mind if I know who they are? I just would love to talk to them too. I mean, maybe get them in on the tribute.
And as he hands you the beer, he kind of lifts his hand, points over at the front of the line. They seem to not only be first, but be lined up, ready to go.
Oh, excellent! Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. And I head off and find the others.
Yeah. You find the others and tell them that you have gotten the second spot. And Crotch, you think I could probably do something about that. And you have found the Thrusters, party of 3, which you are apparently invited to. How did you get to know the Thrusters?
Well, we was on shore leave this one night, and so I mean, it had been a while. I mean, we were out like on the final frontiers and shit, just like stealing stuff
Oh my
and
god.
hijacking these people, and I needed some R&R, and this
Oh, totally.
R&R took me to this great swingers club, and it just I mean, it was kind of my first time. I was a little kind of shy, but I met this guy, and he's like, hey, why don't you come over and meet Sue and Sally? And I found out that they have this band, and this band I actually thought it was like a stage name, but no, like 100% they are the Thrusters, and they always said, hey, if you're ever around and we are ever around, you are part of the Thrusters.
And we will hop back to current time. Wait. Crotch?
Sally, come now.
Oh my god.
I mean, like, it's been like forever.
Oh my god, it's been so long.
So I just like wow. What are you guys doing here?
Oh my god, they love us here. You would not believe. But no, we're at a disadvantage. You know us. Who are these people?
Oh, well, so do you remember how I was on shore leave? And it's
Oh, no.
because yeah,
I
right.
remember.
So, well, my captain, our captain, he he met an unfortunate death, and we just had his funeral.
Oh.
Yeah, and so like he was like this was like one of his favorite places, and we thought that we could like give him a tribute song. He loved so many Britney Swords songs, but we just
Who wouldn't?
I know, right? Like it's just like, oh, it just gets you right there. It just
Ugh.
right there, it gets you.
It just drives you crazy.
It
They're
does.
toxic, I
Right.
swear.
It does. So keynote, Falcon and Zartan, we wanted to, we wanted to pay tribute to our captain, and unfortunately, we ran into a little hustle and bustle outside, so we didn't get here in time to kind of get in the first, because we really just kind of wanted to open up that karaoke with something that he just loves so much.
That is so touching. I'm so sorry for all of your guys' loss. It must be so hard. I'm okay. Look, I need a handsome roll for that.
Shit, I don't have handsome very well. Let's see. I rolled a 6 out of 6.
If it meets, it beats.
Yes.
Hey, just
Listen, I'm sure these people can handle one night where we go second. We're still performing. Please, no, by all means.
Oh
Go ahead.
gosh, guys.
Absolutely.
So I mean, like, what are you doing after?
I mean, the usual.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll get you after this set then. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that sounds, yeah.
Fantastic. And then I'll look at the guys and I'll be like,
All right, and the person running karaoke will kind of come over, be like, all right, you guys are not you. Okay, you guys are up. You want to come and pick your song? And as you all start to walk on stage, we are going to pop outside to where Ham is. And what does Ham think is going on, Keynote?
Ham thinks that after a couple of drinks, that reminiscing about Ram and just like his connection to this place is pretty much just the amount of cathartic that he needed, especially now that he has somebody to listen to and somebody who can like actually reply to him with more things than just, yeah, that's nice, or yeah, I get it. Like actually have a conversation and just giving him the confidence, the assurance, and honestly, the strength that he needs to not only perform this song, of course, with the help of my friends, even though as this is going down, as this conversation is continuing to happen, he's more and more confident that he can do so by himself. But also in himself.
Mm-hmm.
And just like get over, and just not necessarily get over this hump, because you never get over the death of a close loved one like that, just like that. But at least find the strength within him to like have the confidence that both Ram believed inside of him and that he always knew that he had inside of him. That wouldn't have happened if just this suave, tall, dark, and handsome individual didn't just decide to sit next to him at a bar with a drink.
Dude, it's like everything happens for a reason sometimes. And I think like this was the reason. And like, no, you're right. Like what Ram and I had was like between Ram and I. I'm like, I don't need to make all my buddies understand that. I'm like, I don't need to show everyone here that I cared about Ram, because like I did, and I know that. And like, I think you're right. I think this is like the wrong place for this. I think I need to like do this for Ram and not anyone else. I think I might like go back to his tombstone and like really show him that I'm gonna remember him forever. I don't think I should like be here, bro.
Let me tell you a small limerick Ram once told me. He probably got this from some animated movie, but it rings true all the same. Past is history. The future is a mystery, but the day is a gift. And that it is why it's called the present. And you know what you just got today? You just got a big box with a red bow on top.
Wait, do I need to go back to my ship and like sign for the box? I totally didn't leave anyone there to like sign for my packages.
No, the box is metaphorical. This is your
Right.
present. This revelation is your present. Don't waste it.
Yeah. You know, I think Ram really grew up after we grew apart. I don't think he knew any limericks that were that clean back when we knew each other.
You'd be surprised how much people can change after a lifetime. Trust me, I know.
Thanks, dude. And he pats you on the back and he walks out of the bar entirely.
Another drink, please.
And as it is being brought to you, you actually see your friends wildly motioning for you to come over this way instead.
Thank you. And I head on over.
Mm-hmm. And you all are taken up halfway onto the stage, where there's a machine there set to play your karaoke. And the person, okay, so what are you gonna sing? What's your song?
Be baby one more rhyme.
By Britnosaurus.
Mhm.
So about that one, we got it requested so much that the machine kind of broke. I mean, here I can show you, and he removes one of the panels, and you see a bunch of circuitry, and there's this one section with a couple frayed wires and an indentation underneath the wires. Kind of looks like it's heart-shaped. We tried reconnecting the wires. It didn't work. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh well, that's a real shame. I think we may be able to help you though, right, Scales?
Up.
Uh, and there's some whirring. I was like, oh, that hasn't made that sound before. I'm willing to give it a shot if you are.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Watching this happen, Keynote is just going to lean toward Crotch and whisper in her ear, "Why the fuck was he like this?"
I mean, like, don't ask, don't tell.
Mm.
And you all are motioned up onto the full stage, and you hear you hear the song start to play, the opening chords, and from way outside you hear a voice that sounds like Ham going, "That was our song."
Oh no.
And
He'll be fine.
I would love a roll from everyone, just whichever you would like to do.
Oh, handsome, please.
Handsome as well.
I need more rolls.
That's a 9.
Okay.
I got a 9 as well. for
Nice.
vicious.
2.
I got a 6
Okay,
for
and
daring.
that's above everyone's peril, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next roll's at 0 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all definitely approach performing a song from different directions, but it seems like that wasn't really what was required. A good song, but you all sing to your heart's content. The crowd is going nuts. You aren't sure if it's because you're doing amazing or because they haven't heard this song in about 12 years, but they're loving it either way. And once it finishes, as that final riff is playing, you all hear some clicks behind you, kind of behind the curtain. That is the backdrop to the stage. What do you do?
Investigate.
All right, you
Definitely.
walk back. You all see the thrusters taking the stage, and as you slip behind the curtain, there is floor panel that has popped up. Seems to be set on some kind of hydraulics. And there is a metal chest underneath the floor.
Definitely. We're pulling that out of the floor, right?
Of course,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh yeah. All right. I guess since I'm the thief, I guess I'll reach in and carefully kind of jiggle it out.
Will you roll me a daring?
Yes, I would love to. That's a 5.
Okay. No peril. You pull it out, and you kind of hear the noise of something going on down below, but the panel snaps shut as soon as you've taken the box out. And you set it down on the ground. You all kind of lean in to see exactly what the fabled, fabulous fortune of Ram Goatson actually is. And you open up the chest, and there are several pride flags all set up on the chest, because the real treasure was you all along.
Aww.
And also the amount of gold that will last you a lifetime that's underneath the flags, but that's under.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
To quote Laron, why was he like this?
Fucking asshole.
I think they know why he was like this.
I had a lot of fun. I thought this was a great funeral. Best wake I ever went to.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we didn't have to fight a bear, so there's that.
I mean, we can go back and fight the bear if we want.
Well,
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I think he wanted
No,
to
Zartan wants to flirt with the bear.
flirt with the bear.
Well, flirt, fight, you know.
Well, Zartan has a lot of
Flirt.
bears to flirt with now that I've mentioned it.
I wouldn't
Yes.
mind flirt with a couple bears myself.
Well, whatever you all choose to do, the night is still young, and you have quite a bit of money to spend however you want. And I think Falcon said it best. This is probably the best wake you all have ever been to.
Yes.
Yes.
Now we go back
Thank
to
you all
the
for playing.
bear bar and have a bear orgy. Lots of fun.
I won't say it's not true.
It's amazing.
This was hilarious.
This is so
Yeah.
good.
And thank you all for watching. I hope you all had a good time. I wasn't able to check chat much, but we all had a great time.
Yeah.
Enjoy it very much.
I do recommend this system. It was incredibly easy to run and lots of fun.
Yes. Fantastic. All right. Does that mean Ghost Lena pops back
Yes, Ghost Lena. This was amazing, y'all. This was like moving and also hilarious. I loved it. So we have a giveaway before we're done. I'm not in control of that, but go away. What's our giveaway winner?
The other tech ghost.
Chelsea! Just a spoonful of Stardust. You won! You won Heartbeats and Sync and Glitter Hearts. I don't own Heartbeats and Sync yet, but Glitter Hearts looks amazing, and I want to run it soon, so we should play it together. That's awesome. Okay. We'll reach out to you by DM to get it over to you. So that was amazing, and I loved it. Everybody tune in for our next 3 Pride games on June 9th, June 18th, and June 26th. You'll see some of these people in all of them, and Chris in all of them. It's gonna be a great time. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Andrew, for GMing. Thank you, everybody, for playing. This was a ton of fun. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.